This programming is sponsored by Central Market, starting the new year with cold-pressed juices, fresh produce, fresh seafood, and an array of supplements, sports nutrition, and body care. More at centralmarket.com.
This is the Engines of Our Ingenuity, made possible by the Friends of KUHF Houston.
Today, one of literature's most famous epiphanies. The University of Houston presents this series about the machines that make our civilization run and the people whose ingenuity created them. An epiphany is a moment of revelation, a breakthrough in belief or understanding. Everyone has had an aha moment. Everyone has witnessed them. All aspects of history and culture are filled with them. No doubt some are not as simple as traditional narratives portray. Military leaders, from Constantine the Crazy Horse, have had visions on the eve of battles that led to victory. Champollion's decipherment of Egyptian hieroglyphics came in a moment of revelation after countless misstarts. Some of the most famous epiphanies come in science. Isaac Newton saw an apple drop from a tree and, so goes the legend, realized that the same laws govern the motion of objects on earth as in the heavens. Archimedes entered his bath, realized that submerged bodies displaced their own volume, and went racing, naked, so goes the legend, to the king. Albert Einstein described the final breakthrough in developing his theory of relativity as a storm broke loose in my mind. Fictional characters also have epiphanies. Every holiday season, we are reminded of one of the most famous, Ebenezer Scrooge's transformation in A Christmas Carol. Or was it really an epiphany? On Christmas Eve, 1843, Scrooge went to bed a miserable miser. Charles Dickens describes him as squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous, secret, self-contained, solitary. Scrooge awakens on Christmas morning an utterly changed man. As good a friend, Dickens proclaims, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city knew. What caused the change, the epiphany? Scrooge himself never said. Dickens' story tells of visitations by four spirits. On first seeing Jacob Marley's goats, Scrooge blames his stomach. An undigested bit of beef, he insists to his late partner, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. Scrooge no doubt feels differently on Christmas morning. Within the plot of Dickens' novel, no physical proof exists that he actually met the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. We have no evidence that his change of personality, of world outlook, of relation to his fellow man was due to the ghosts and did not occur entirely in his own mind. Dickens' novel provides one clue. The ghost of Christmas past brings Scrooge to his old boarding school. Everyone has left for the holidays except the young, unhappy Ebenezer, who is not wanted at home. Suddenly his sister bursts in with good news. "Home for good and all," she gushes. "Home for ever and ever. Father's so much kinder than he used to be that home's like heaven. He sent me in a coach to bring you." So, just like his son, Scrooge's father had a complete change of self at the same time of year. An epiphany? Is there something in the Scrooges that makes them bitter misers when they can earn their fortunes, and then beneficent patrons when old? Charles Dickens may not have intended that the source of Scrooge's redemption be in question, but it is. If we could put our finger on what this epiphany entails, we could finally get to the heart of the mystery that is Scrooge. Perhaps inside Scrooge, there was always a better man trying to get out. I'm Frank Delestrito for the University of Houston, and interested in the way inventive minds work.
This programming is sponsored by Trinity University, where the spirit of inquiry can inspire a resilient and diverse community of lifelong learners to answer questions and question answers. More information at trinity.edu/values.